Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Warcraft. So I've got my rawhide gear on, and I've got my just the one sword, and I've got nothing else. Now, when I went to the equipment manager, my rawhide set hadn't actually been saved. I just had... well, I didn't have any sets in there at all, and I'm not sure why it hadn't saved my set. So I can go here, and then I can go equip, like that. And then I can go to rawhide, and I can equip that one as well. If I click on save, would you like to save the equipment set rawhide? Yes, I would. So I've got that one there. So then I can go to current and... Oh, what? Okay, I've done that wrong. I've definitely done that wrong. So I saved it to what it was at the moment. So then what you can do is you can go through and you can change stuff over like this. So if I change those to the rawhide stuff and I put those back into the bag, change to the rawhide, and then all of this stuff in the bags like this. We do still need to find a rawhide chest piece. That is one that we do need to try and find, and I want to put that one also in the bag so that we're just a sword. We're just like a wild barbarian type person, and that's what we want. So this one here, I want to save this one as rawhide. Yes, I want to save that one as rawhide. So that is... I'm hoping that it will save there, because it didn't actually. I came back to it and it wasn't there, and I made these last time because I want to do my stuff in Stormwind in the rawhide gear. Right, anyway, on with our next bit. We've got a quest in here in Stormwind that we need to do for the 13th anniversary. Before we do that, we need to get our pet for the week. Now, when we get back up to Arathi Highlands, there's a lot of stuff about elemental, so I figured that a little elemental would be just perfect to go with our episode today. So I'm just going to summon the elemental there, and I don't know where he is. Just come down here. There he is. So there's our little pet elemental that is going to follow us around for today, and we want our swift mountain horse because it's the one without the saddle, which I think fits the rawhide outfit better than any other. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to find a mailbox over here just out of the way from the other people, and we're going to see what we got. So we successful was our copper ore. We got 11 gold for that, and then that one expired, and then that one expired, the recipe for the holy protection. So yeah, all the rest of them expired. We didn't get anything else at all. We didn't list very much though. It was only just a few, it's just a small handful of items that we had listed. What is the human commoner wanting? What's his quest? Hello. Pilgrim's Bounty. Oh, I see. It's the it's the Pilgrim's Bounty time of year. Let me just list the couple of items that we do have, because we didn't do any questing last time. We were just like exploring and looking around the whole world. So I'm going to list a few items that we do have, and then we can carry on and do our daily cooking quest. I'm not actually listing very much today. I've got the diamond hammer, and then I've got the design heavy golden necklace, and the plans the solid iron maul. These are things that we bought last week from a trader. So those two plans, I'm listing both of those. That one, there is some others on there, so I've just undercut by a little bit, so we're 12 gold 50. This one, there's no others, so I've put that one on for 50 gold, and the Holy Protection Potion is back on for that, and we were asking 1,000 pounds, no, it's not pounds, it's gold, 1,000 gold for the Diamond Hammer. And if we look down through here, it was the Forest Buckler that we tried to sell previously, and we didn't, so I'm also going to list that one. I'm just going to very quickly check and see if there's any. There are a couple here. Very cheap. They are very cheap, and we've tried to sell it a few times now, and we haven't made anything out of it yet, so I'm going to go for 15 gold for this one. Very low amount, but I think it's going to be okay. So we'll go create auction on that. That one's 15 gold, and then we had something else, and I can't remember. Equipment sets. You just mouse over them. You can see equipment set to see which ones they are. And it's those scouting trousers of the eagle that we don't currently, we're not using, so we want to sell those as well. And again, they haven't sold, so no, cancel. Auctions, I want to put them in there, and I'm going to ask for 20 gold for these. We haven't been able to sell them yet, and I'd like to shift these. I'm not interested in keeping the Diamond Hammer and the Holy Protection Potion. Those are ones that I'll do, I'm counting on long term. So create auction. The rawhide stuff that we're wearing, I was thinking of selling that long term, but I also now I like the idea of actually wearing it ourselves. So there's only rawhide pants available at the moment. There is no rawhide chest. I did say that I was going to look and see if we could find somewhere that we could farm the rawhide chest, because I thought that would actually be pretty cool. Anybody watching, if you've got suggestions of any other items that we should get, I mean, maybe we could get a hat of some kind to go with this, but I don't think we should. I think the rawhide chest piece will make the outfit complete. I don't think we really want anything else, any other pieces to go with it. I don't think a belt is needed, and I also don't think that we need a cloak for this outfit. I think that just the sword by itself is just fine as it is. So let me just get there and get rid of the horse. We'll see what the chef has got for us today. A fisherman's feast. If there is one meal I know the king likes, it's fresh catfish. Catfish are easy to prepare but hard to catch. That's where you come in. We have a good population of gigantic catfish here in the waters of Stormwind, but the competition to catch them is intense to say the least. I need you to figure out a way to acquire some of these fine catfish for our king. You will find fishermen at the small canal docks around town. You should be able to figure out the rest of the plan on your own.
See you later.
Okay, we need to go and acquire some of these items. Ooh, no, I don't. I want the... We've got to stick to the Swift Mountain Horse while we're in town, and we're in character. This is our character for in town. We're going to be sort of a very rough around the edges kind of paladin while we're in town. So we're going to stick with the rough mountain, with the Swift Mountain Horse, with one without the one without the saddle. I think it would be a good... It seems like a good sort of flavor for us to be using for this. So we're looking for some fishermen. We want to find any fishermen that are wandering around and fishing at the canals, and we need to help them realize that we need those catfish. Now, who's that over there? There is a Stormwind fisherman, so let's go and take a look at him. Ooh, it might actually be these barrels here. What's in the barrel? No, there's nothing in there. What about you, sir?
Hey there.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Right, he's going... Steal! Gigantic catfish. So that's it. That's all we got to do, is we just got to go around and we got to steal gigantic catfish. And nope. Press the wrong button. I should have done that. I do apologise. Okay, let's see if we can find another fisherman somewhere with some catfish to steal. I think there's actually a few fishermen around this lake, if I remember correctly. It was a while ago since I did this quest. I did just see someone running down this way. We just came past someone. So chances are they have already been round and pilfered the fish that are on this side. So we want to be looking at some fish over on this side. So let's do an elegant leap across the canal and go racing off up this way and see if we can find anyone else. He's travelling backwards and forwards. Maybe another one will spawn. No. Okay, let's carry on this way. Elizabeth Birdsong. Baradingar, victory in Tolbarad. Oh, okay, it's nothing to worry about there. Now, where else do we find fishermen? I can't actually remember where else to find them. It's been so long since I've done... Ooh, a treasure trove of chests of fish. There we go. We've got one there, and if I come up over here, there's one over that side as well. So let's just saddle up again. Colton Smith. I don't know who Colton Smith is, but he's going to help us nevertheless. He is going to help us with our fishing. There we go, another gigantic catfish. You guys don't mind, do you? I mean, really, if you mind, just say so. If you object to it, to this particular, method that I've got here of fishing, then just say something, please. Just state that you don't like it, and I would be happy to find another way. But I mean, so far nobody's complained about it, so I'm sure it's going to be okay. And there's even been Stormwind City Guards have watched us do this, and they haven't complained either. So I'm assuming that we're probably going to be okay. Can we get across? Yes, easy. Very, very easy. Right, and have we got any back over here? There's nothing over this side. And no, there's nothing. Nothing at all. We're going to have to find some more. I reckon over the other side of the Cathedral District, there'll be someone. So if we go... No, we want to go into this bit. I will just check... Ooh, who's this? Warrior... Oh, he's just a warrior of Azeroth. He looks very cool, though.
Hey there.
Do you know who the greatest warrior is? I'll give you one guess. It's me, of course. Look, I'm gorgeous in my outfit. I am glorious, and you look like a golden fool. I'll let him carry on. Martin Osajo. Ooh, we have another respawn on the barrel back here. So if we grab that one a second, the other person was trying to get it. We beat him. I don't know if he's been able to get it. Also, not quite sure. We got one more that we need to get. So if we go through here, we'll run it straight across the district here. We've got a child. What are you? Please, mister, you just got to help father bought me a bunch of balloons to Darkroom Fair. They're magical, I know, and they never lost their floatiness. Just one thing, gust of wind. Scattered all over Stormwind. I chase after them myself, but this city's so big I get lost. Can you find them for me before they float away? We need to get 5 windswept balloons. No. See, I'd like to help you out, little child, but you see, I'm a mighty paladin, and I have things to do, like, you know, save the world. Your balloons don't come into it, and I'm sure your balloons are important. I'm not trying to take away from your balloons, but I don't think that they rank very highly on, you know, the whole saving the world list. It's fairly low down. Now, we've got the wonderful, wonderful area in here that has now been rebuilt after Deathwing came along and utterly destroyed that quarter there. But I don't currently see anybody doing any fishing anywhere near here. I was kind of hoping... Oh, there, I seen one. I seen a barrel as well. It's over there on those docks down the bottom. If I can come racing, we'll jump over. Down here. Go on, there's going to be other people after this one. Leap! Leap! Get it! Excellent. Okay, so we've got all of the gigantic catfish, and we've just got to go... It's just over there, actually. And we can turn that one in, and then we can... Actually, that's it. We can then head back to Arathi. We're not actually going to be going back to Arathi at all, are we? We're going to be going and doing the other quest we need to do, which we should have done while we were over that end of town, but never mind. Were you able to steal the fish? Yes. Thank you, Grundorn. I will get to work scaling these for the king right away. Complete quest. We now have level 50 cooking, which is not an altogether bad thing. If we take a look in here, now we've got level 50, we can learn the Westfall stew recipe. None of these others we can learn just yet, but we can also speak to Robbie Flay, and we can learn Journeyman cooking, and we can learn boiled clams, coyote steak, and fillet of frenzy. So we'll just take a look at those a minute in the cooking section. Cooking here. So we got Westfall stew, a chunk of boar meat, and some refreshing spring water, and that will give us... This just restores health. It doesn't actually give you any bonus. Boiled clams are just clam meat, and they actually give 4 stamina and versatility, so they're pretty good. Coyote steaks just need coyote meat, and again, that's 4 stamina and versatility. Fillet of frenzy. That's soft frenzy fish. Something that goes with the fishing. Fishing is one thing I don't intend to do with this because it takes so long to do. Fishing is a very time-consuming... no, I'm not actually going to get anything from him. Fishing is very, very time-consuming, and so I don't really want to be doing any fishing in this series. I don't really see the point. We can buy fish on the auction house if we've absolutely got to, and I don't really see a huge benefit of doing the fishing. I don't think it's going to sort of aid us in our playthrough. It's not going to sort of lend any extra depth to the series. I may take a look at archaeology later on. That might be something that we could do. Give me your thoughts on that one as to whether you think I should bother with the archaeology. But if for fishing, I don't think it's necessary at all. Anyway, we need to go to the keep now, don't we? Here is the keep. Just in between. It's nestled in between. If you just take a look at the map a minute. Just stop. Between Old Town and the Dwarven District, you carry on up and you go right up into the keep. Excuse me. Up into the keep. And once we get up there, we've got to actually go right up to the top, and we've got to go into the library by the look of it. And, well, that would make sense because we need to meet with the historian Hlur in the Royal Library. So, yes, it would make sense that the position on the map would also be in the library. Yeah. Okay, so we can gently jog up through here, and then the library is just off to the side. And I think also you learn archaeology up here somewhere. I'm fairly certain that archaeology is learned in here somewhere from Harrison Jones, who happens to be involved in what I feel is one of the best quest lines in this game, which is in... is it Uldum? Ulduar? Not Ulduar. Is this one over here? It's in... Uldum. It is Uldum. I got that right. And... what else have we got on here? Now, there was nothing else that I wanted to see for a minute. So yeah, we've got the historian there. I'm pretty sure... So where is the archaeology trainer? Was he in here? Yes. Is it Milton Sheaf, the librarian? No, I don't think it's... No, it's not him. There we go. Harrison Jones, the archaeology. Archaeology is the search for fact, not truth.
You need something?
we can get Apprentice Archaeology. So I'm going to take Apprentice Archaeology. I'm going to train in that one. And Journeyman Archaeology requires level 20 and Archaeology. And Expert Archaeology. Why can I train all of these all at once? That makes no sense. Oh, it's just the level that you're at. I don't think it actually increases anything. So if I learn those archaeology things, and then if I just press P, it should be here under General. No, it's not on there. Oh, Spellbook. It'll be in the Spellbook. This is, I mean, I'm looking at professions. That's what we need. We need professions. You go to Archaeology, and we'll drop the Archaeology over on there. And we go to Survey, which we will drop over there. I will show you all of that later. There is the Archaeology. We have 0 current artifacts. 1 of 225. Completed artifacts, we have none at all. And if we now take a look at our map, you can see that we've got here in this area, there's an Archeology Dig that we can do just to the south of Arathi Highlands. When we come up here, we've actually got an Archeology Dig that we can do in Arathi. But oh no, I don't know if that's actually in Arathi. I think that's actually just over into South Shore. But there is one there that we could try. So we may be able to do a little bit of that while we're questing along. Anyway, let's go and see what this guy's got.
What's your story?
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this one, the Historians. Grundorn, you're here. You must have received my letter. Without history, there would be no future. Okay, is that it? It must be the daily. You must want us to do the day. Oh, I see. It's time to reflect on the events of the Hatbroad celebration. Right, well, that was a bit of a disappointment. Correctly answer. Oh, hang on. It is time to reflect on the events that have brought us to this moment. The celebration of our great history and the events that shape it. Correctly answer one of Lord's questions about the history of Azeroth. We get 10,000 XP and 93 silver. So we get a gold. That's actually going to level us up. If we can get this. I accept.
We are bound by a common enemy. Get gabbing or get gabbing.
What is... Right. Let us test your knowledge of history then. Which of the following is not an orc clan? The Frostwolf are the Warsong, the Bloodfang, the Dragon Maw. I think it's the Dragon Maw are Warsong, and the Frostwolf clan are, and the Warsong clans are. It's one of these two. I think it's Bloodfang are not. We got it right. That is correct. Okay.
Farewell.
I've got to leave and then turn in again. Right, there. A moment to reminisce on how far we have come, a day to look to the future and where we might go, a year of reflections on what it means to grow, and a lifetime of memories made by those brave enough to seize it. We get 10,000 XP. 5 daily quests done as well. We got 25 Time Warp badges. Excellent. Have you got any more?
What can I do for you?
Those were great fun. I see. You're a Time Warp badge collector type person. Exquisite costume set for Edwin Van Cleef. We don't want that. I don't actually want any of these. That is dress up like a Yeti. Oh, there is a Corgi pup, the pet there. Sen would quite like that one. Sen is really into her pets. Then I say cosmetic appearance. No, I don't want those. I'm not going to spend them. Okay, so we did get the question right. I was actually quite like that. I'd quite like to have some more questions like that. I think it'd be quite a lot of fun to be able to answer a few more questions. And I don't think I've shown you this area out here, have I? You've got various... Well, they're not available to us at the moment, but you will get various portals down there and over there as well. You can access all the different areas of Azeroth. That is the head of Deathwing after he was slain. It was hung there just to sort of show that we are fairly mighty sort of people. Right, our next thing that we need to do is we need to go back to our equipment manager. We want to go to current and we want to equip. There we go. That is all of my current gear, all equipped. And then I want to Hearthstone back to Refuge Point so that we can continue on with our daily quests and explorations and so on. We didn't quite reach the next level, but we will with our first quest once we complete it. We also need to decide what we're going to do first. We've got a whole long list of quests that we can complete up here. And yeah, which one do we go for? So we want to find K on the hill overlooking Goshek Farm, Syndicate Mercenaries. Let's just press the map. So we've got, let's find K over there. Worth its weight in gold over there. We've got the Syndicate Mercenaries up there. We've got 2 of them down here together. We'll leave those 2 until later. And the Stone Shards, I'm going to leave that until a little bit later. There we've got the pirates down there. I think, really, we want to go to Northwold Manor and do that one first, and then we'll go over to Kay in Kinalori and do that bit. Or do we want to do it the other way around? Actually, let's go to these first. We'll go to those first, and we can sort of work out from that point. I'm just going to use some random mounts for a little while. Ooh, we got a bounty. What's this?
Need something?
Sharing a bountiful feast. You've not celebrated Pilgrim's Bounty properly until you've eaten your fill at a bountiful table. Please sit down, feast, try everything. You can move from chair to chair yourself or ask others on the table to pass you food. Once you eat enough of every dish, you'll be infused with the spirit of sharing. Eat 5 helpings. Okay, let's try this and see what this is all about. No idea what this is going to do. How do you sit and eat? Give me food! I can't sit. I can't eat. Okay, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do this. It doesn't want to let me. I want to share, I really do, but there's no seats here, so I cannot sit and eat. You know what? I got a better idea. Let's do that and abandon that quest because it doesn't seem to want to work at the moment. And we will take the Traveller's Tundra Mammoth, monstrous, great big thing, and we will head from here over to Kay and Kinalori. I did just level up, grabbing this silver ore up here, which is excellent. We're now level 29. And so we're not actually very far off level 30, which is kind of the end of this particular zone, isn't it? So roll on that big update that they are planning, where they're going to sort of phase the levels over a wider area and make each zone sort of match your level rather than the other way around. We'll just ignore the Highland Striders and so on. I will go over here and I will grab that ore up there. And probably have to take out these raptors at the same time. But that shouldn't be an issue because we are all powerful and very strong. And there we go. That one's taken care of. A tooth and a raptor egg. And we've got some iron here. I don't think we've actually got a high enough level in our mining skill. Oh, we have now. We can get iron. Excellent. And the one great thing you probably noticed, we got 1,000 XP then for just mining that bit. The great thing about mining is you do gain... Ooh, how are we going to get down there? Let's try going all the way down there. The great thing about mining is you get quite a nice bit of XP as you mine while you're driving around. So we need to head over here. There they are. I get those two over there. And they will have some quests for us to do down in this area. So we go up here and we speak to Kay. Refuge Point sent you. Good to know they're still there. We've got some interesting things to check into here, Paladin.
Be careful.
It's funny. Kin and I have been through so much together, and here we find ourselves back in Arathi like so many years ago. We broke up a plot to create a new plague right here, her and I, and it doesn't look like the Horde learned their lesson because they're all over this farm yet again. Their undead courier is shuffling around as obvious as daylight. If you want to help, find the courier and bring back what they're carrying.
Farewell.
I accept. Right, that's our first quest. We've got to find this courier, and you do have to be careful with this lot because they can get quite powerful. So the courier is in this house in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right here to this one and start taking down this peon here. The others are run away. Okay, we'll ignore that lot, and then we come in here, and there is the... Oh no, that's the apothecary. I don't want that one. I want the actual courier, and I'm not sure where the courier is. It's got to be here somewhere. Courier, where are you? Oh, unless the courier is like just like old times, a sealed tome. I think the courier is out on the road somewhere. I reckon that's most likely what it is. If I just start this up again. Oh, no, we're going on this one. I thought I was going to restart my bike for a moment, but no, apparently not. We've got a road here. Now, I think that they go from this, they go this way. They go towards Hammerfell. So I want to go along the road out this way towards Hammerfell and try to find the courier. So it doesn't look like there's a courier in there. There was Apothecary Jarell, but nothing else. Now, we could just sort of pop in to see the Witherbark in there because we do have a quest to do with those in there, so we might do that in a minute, but I'm fairly certain that the courier does actually travel along a road. Unless it's just someone's already been in there and the courier has despawned momentarily. That could be it. But very often when you've got to get a courier, you've got to actually intercept them along a... Ooh, what's this? Is that... Oh no, that's just other players. Okay, we can ignore the other players, we don't have to worry about them. And I don't see anything at the moment that's looking like a courier, so I'm going to leave that bit. While we're over here, we will go in and we will investigate the trolls in there, as we're quite close to them, because we need 10 witherbark tusks and 4 witherbark medicine pouches, and then once we've got those, we can sort of jump straight back in and take another look and see if the courier is still there. A buyer has been found for your auction of recipe holy protection potion. That's actually fantastic. So it does take an hour for the money to come through, so we're not going to get the money for it straight away. We're going to have to wait a little while for that, but we do have the money on its way. There's 97 gold 50 I listed that one for. That's a huge amount of cash that is going to be coming in very, very soon. We just take that guy out there by doing that, and we'll take out a few more of these. Take you out. Boom. Okay, that was highly efficient. We got 1 tusk and 1 medicine pouch from all that. I think a lot of these trolls are going to meet an untimely end, thanks to us. Although, oh, we got another green. We got a green drop there. That's always good. Witherbark Fisher. Are you going to drop anything? You might give me a tusk. Nope, no tusk. Got another one over there. So if I go 7 to taunt that guy in, and then I go to that one and throw something at him like that, he's going to just stand there and he's going to lob things at me, which does slow things down a little bit. But I can throw something back like that. And I get another tusk. And then we've got a doctor up here. Take that one out very quickly. Go on, take a shield. Right, so we've got, so far, we've got 3 tusks and 2 medicine pouches. The only ones that give the medicine pouches are the witch doctors. So if we want anything else, we got to use... for the tusks, we get them from just about all of them. But we got to find witch doctors to get those medicine pouches. Those are the ones that we need. So let me just taunt that guy over there. You can take that one. Get you. Can I collect it? There we go. Hunting knife. That's not very good. And grab that one there. Take him out. The axe throwers are probably the biggest nuisance with this, because you've got to spend quite a lot of time sort of chasing after them, because they tend to stay at maximum range if they can. Whereas witch doctors will come a little bit closer. So we got another pouch there. So we've only got to get 1 more medicine pouch, which is making life a bit easier for us. Take that one down. 6 tusks so far. Have we got anybody inside? No, there's nobody in there. And then see, he's at maximum range again, throwing stuff at us, which is very impolite, really. So let's just, no, I don't want to do that. I want to mount up. And we'll head, right, which way do we want to go now? Well, I think we're just going to have to sort of head on round the lake a little bit, try and find the next settlement, and bulldoze our way through that lot as well. We need 1 more medicine pouch, and then a few tusks. I don't know how, what do we do? 4 tusks we need. And right, there's a witch doctor there, so we're going to grab that one. So we're going to go this way. I was thinking we'd go up to the right, but well, maybe we are going to go up to the right. Oh, that's going into the cave. I don't actually think we want to go into the cave yet. I think that that's kind of ones that we go for later on. So we still need 3 more tusks, and we can hand this in. This one's ready to turn in. We won't turn it in yet. We need to go back to the farm and deal with what's going on over there. Take that one out. See, we're very high level for this area. There's no real challenge to killing everything at the moment. I mean, it does make it a lot easier for us. There's no denying that. But I guess it would be nice if there was a bit more of a challenge. Kill that one. I want you to come down. There we go. And I want you to come over as well. And then I can do that and take most of you out all at once. Easy. And you as well. Right, so we've got 3 more, so there's 1 tusk. I need 1 more tusk, and then our job here is done. Our work here is complete. Let's grab you. Well, that was easy. No. Not what we want. Get 1 more down there. I'll throw that down to you, and I'll throw that one over at you over there, so that you'll come over to me over here. We'll throw this one down, and then you're going to run away. Like the coward that you are. Despicable. Absolutely despicable. There we go, number 10. Right. That's that first bit done. And then we can run back around. Oh, there's some ore up there. What is it? That looks like... Is that gold? Or is that tin? I think... that's actually tin, I think. That's fine. Right, let's just take you down with that shield. Thought that shield would have got it in one go, but nope, not quite. It had like 1 health left, but I had some other stuff that was doing damage to it, so it took it out anyway. And we grabbed that lot. That was 940 XP. It does depend what you mine as to how much XP you get for each thing. So the higher the level, the higher the item level of the thing that you're mining, the more XP you get for actually mining it. So it kind of scales up. So when you're like level 80 and you're mining, you get like 5,500 XP for doing one mining job, which is actually really, really cool. I like the fact that it does that for you. It gives you an incentive to go after the higher level ores when you're leveling up, rather than just leveling and mining through doing and leveling yourself through like really low level stuff. So you can't just sort of mine really low level stuff in order to power level your character or anything like that. And now, where is this courier? This is going to be the difficult bit, is finding this courier. He wasn't here just now. I'm assuming he's somewhere nearby. It just said that the quest just says that he's here, and the thingy says that the missive is here. We've got a peon there. I've got the apothecary there, but I don't want the apothecary. I want the not the merchant. I want the what do you call? Who is it? Courier. I want the courier. That's who I want. Right. Let's get off of the poison a minute. And right. Their undead courier is shuffling around as obvious as daylight. If you want to help, find the courier, bring back whatever they're carrying. Right, there's no courier in here. We've established this much. And it doesn't look like there's anything... I mean, these days they normally have the quest sort of all sparkly and showing up. So there's nobody here that we can use as the courier. We can... Oh, I'm in combat at the moment. We'll take a look in the shed there a minute and see if there's anyone in there. Maybe they're inside there rather than over here. They might be around the back. We'll just have a quick sort of scout around this little area here. And if we still don't see anyone, we're going to start looking in the barns. And then I do think that we're going to have to go out along the road. So there's a peon there. And who have we got in here? Right, there's nobody here that is going to match the description of the person we're looking for. Take those three out. Oh, that was nicely done. That was very nicely done, even if I do say so myself. So there's no one in there that we want. Let's try mounting up. And right, there's no one out there. So is he going to be shuffling around in here on site, or is he going to be out on the road? It doesn't say that he's out on the road, but it does say that he's there, shuffling around, as obvious as daylight. It doesn't actually say where he is. It doesn't give an indication that he might be right here. Oh, there he is. I can see the yellow dot, and there he is. There is our Forsaken courier. That is the one that we want to take out. Okay, so he's shuffling around on a different area. He's not just on this bit here. Take him down, and we get the sealed letter. And now we can go straight back over to these two, which are just up on the ridge, close to that one up there. And turn in this quest, and we'll get another one so that we can, there's like a little quest chain that we'll work through just on this area down here. And then once we've done that, we'll go and turn in the one for the witherbark tusks as well. And I think then we'll see about what we're going to move on to next. I'm kind of thinking that I'd like to leave the elemental story until last on here, mainly because that's sort of my favourite, so I want to work through that one towards the end, or it used to be my favourite. I don't know if it's still as interesting as it used to be. We appreciate your help in looking for that courier, Grundorn. While you were gone, Kin saw an apothecary coming out of the same house to the south of here. I'm confident they're up to no good. I just need some proof of it before we go off and do something rash. Have you had any luck yet? Apothecaries yet again. You'd think they'd get the message. Let's see what it is this time. Expansion. Control of K begins to look through the folder. Expansion. Control of territory. These undead aren't cooking up anything new, but they're planning to roll over all of Arathi. We need to disrupt their plans. I'll keep a lookout from up here. You go with Kin and get those invasion plans. We're not going to let these walking corpses even know what day it is out here. And keep us safe. You hear me? Speak to Kinalori near Goshik Farm in Arathi Highlands.
See you around.
Right, well, I'm ready to go. Are you? The plague took our friends and family, but it was the Forsaken that took Finn. They're just as bad as the Scourge. I'll destroy every one of them with my own hands if I have to. When you're prepared, come let me know. We'll get started right away. Alright, Grundorn, I'm ready if you are. Shall we?
Be careful.
Let's go. Right then, let's get started. The longer we're here, the more damage the undead could be doing back in Hillsbrad. Okay, so what exactly are you wanting to do? I've just got to protect Kinalori. This is... I really don't like these kind of escort protect quests because half the time they're just really, really, really slow. And the other half the time it's like nigh on impossible. They become quite suicidal and end up trying to kill themselves in all kinds of interesting ways. Which one are you going to be, Kinnelori? Interesting ways or dull? I'm not really sure. I mean, we are kind of overpowered for this zone now, so it's probably not going to be majorly interesting for us. But we can throw that one down. The advantage of Kinnelori is that she instantly heals back up to full health whenever she's taken some damage. As soon as the fight is over, that's it. She's done. But she also runs back to where she was to continue the walk. So she could have just carried on and run over this way a little bit further, but no, she couldn't do that. She's got to just stroll along, steady as you like. So if we just come up here, we'll wait for her to come through. What's she doing? I've got a... Alright, this is where we really have to be on our paws. Be ready. We're very likely to get some extra spawns come in then. And rather than just being the ones that are standard around us, we get a few extra ones generate just for the purpose of attacking her. I'm going to take those... Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's a few extras coming in. So if I can just try and taunt all of them to me and keep them off her. That's the important thing, because I can take the damage and I don't think she can quite as much. So if I do that, they worry about me and leave her alone. That's kind of what we need. There's one over there. Is that going to... Oh, he's coming up for us. Take that one out. Next ones. Who else have we got? Anybody else? Anyone else going to come and attack us while we're here? All we're doing is just walking through. It's just a gentle stroll. We're just trying to be friendly. That's all. We just want to get to know our new neighbours. See how you're doing. See how you're getting on. There's no need to be violent. There's no need to get funny with us. We're just passing through. That's all. Look the other way, mate. Look, seriously, you want to start something, do you? Do you not know who I am? Do you not know who do you know who my parents are? No, neither do I. And, oh, there, we've got the apothecary in there. What's going to happen? Attack me if you will, but you won't stop me from getting back to K. Let's taunt this guy out and get him over to me. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's not actually going to help negate the effects of the poison. I'm not too worried about that. Let me grab... Oh, I've already looted. Watch my rear. Why? What's your rear going to do? I'll see what I can find in all this junk. I bet Kay will think this is important. She's pretty knowledgeable about these things. No expert, but knowledgeable. Brilliant. Okay, let's get out of here quick. Try and keep up. I'm going to make a break for it. Are you? Which way are you going to break? We're going to run over around this way. We've got a person to take out there. We can soon dispatch that one. And, oh, we've got another green. We've got several greens today, actually. We're going to have quite a bit to sell, or to list for sale at the beginning of our next episode. That's quite good. I'm quite pleased with that. And the fact that we've sold another Holy Protection Potion for 100 gold. I am seriously considering taking a detour on the way to Stormwind between this episode and the next one, visiting that little trader over near in Duskwood. You know, the guy on the side that we bought those Holy Protection Potions from. I'm seriously considering going to visit him and get another Holy Protection Potion. I think it would actually be quite cool. We could take that and maybe get ourselves yet another 100 gold. I think that would be absolutely brilliant. Adventure Guide. My Adventure Guide is a different colour, suggesting that I should click on it. Suggested the Hinterlands. Our new brothers in the Alliance need your help to fend off the aggressive horde offensive in their beloved homeland. No. Desolus. We're going to the Desolus. We will be going to the Desolus. That's something that we are going to be doing. You've done a great service for us, Grundorn. Thank you. I hope Kin wasn't too much of a handful down there. She's very friendly, but she can be just as deadly when you're her enemy. I've seen Kinnelori look way worse after a night in the tavern than she does now. You obviously did a good job protecting her. Refuge Point will want to know of our success. I'm going to stay here with Kin and let her catch her breath. You go on ahead without us. Right, so we need to go back and report in, and at the same time we can turn in the troll-related quest as well. So we've got 2 to turn in there. There's that Stone Shards one up there, and then we've got the Northfold Manor. I'm actually thinking that if we bypass the Refuge Point and we go straight up to the Northfold Manor, we could do that bit up there. You know what? Actually, no, we won't. We'll go straight back to Refuge Point and we'll turn in. and then we can go to the manor in a minute and do the Syndicate Mercenaries. That's going to be our next ones to do. So we can run up across here. Let's just ignore the Thundering Exile for a minute. And if we go up this way, is this much of a shortcut, or are we going to come up against the cliff top? Sort of the cliff top. You can sort of just cut in across this point here. And then we can run down into Refuge Point so that we're nice and safe. How are we doing for time today? I think we've got time to get to Northfold Manor and back. We'll turn in these quests and then we can go up to Northfold Manor and we can do that. We should hopefully reach level 30 today at least. Yeah, I don't know how we're supposed to sit down there. There's no seats at those tables, so we won't be worrying about that. I admit, I'm impressed, Paladin. It's a small comfort amidst all that's happened here. You have fought the undead, struck back against the horde, and honoured the memory of the victims of Southshore. On behalf of the Kingdom of Stromgarde, I present you with an official commendation and this reward. So we got the Stromgarde racers. I'm actually going to equip those. I'm going to keep the ones that we got. And we got the Stromgarde Surcoat, which is, again, nothing that we want. Complete quest. Oh, I got to choose. Well, which one's worth the most money? That one. We don't want either of those, so just go for the one that has the best resale value. Level 30. Ideal. We get we got a talent point. Every 15 levels, you get a new talent point. So what are we going to do? Crusader's Judgment. Judgment now has 2 charges, and Grand Crusader also now grants a charge of Judgment, which is Grand Crusader. Oh, that's Divine Steed, Divine Shield, Inscription, Shield of the Righteous, Hammer, Judgment, Hammer of Justice. What's Grand Crusader? I don't actually know what Grand Crusader is. It might be something that we get later on. Anyway, but that one gives us 2 charges on Judgment rather than just 1. That's really good. Right. Bastion of Light is on a cooldown. Immediately grants 3 charges of Shield of the Righteous. So 3 more charges of that one. But I use that one as a backup to some of these others. And you've also got to use that one to activate it. And then you've got First Avenger, a passive. Avenger's Shield now deals 50% increased damage to the first target hit. Grand Crusader now has an additional 10% chance to occur. Oh, Grand Crusader is a skill or a talent or something. Let's just look through. Grand Crusader, where is it? It's not in there. Ah, there we go. When you avoid a melee attack or use Hammer of the Righteous, you have a 15% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Avenger's Shield. I see. Right, so that's got a chance to reset that one. So then if we go in here, that one there, Grand Crusader also now grants a charge of Judgment. I see. So when Grand Crusader activates and you get the Avenger's Shield, you get the bonus Avenger's Shield come up because it's reset the cooldown, you also gain a charge of Judgment. That's actually pretty good. And then First Avenger, Avenger's Shield now deals 50% increased damage to the first target. So it does a much stronger punch to the first target. Dealing 535 damage and then jumping to 2 additional nearby enemies. And Grand Crusader has an additional 10% chance to occur. So this one does 50% increased damage to the first target and a 25% chance to refresh the cooldown. Or we go for that one and that gives us an extra charge on the Judgment. I think actually that would be the better one. That, I think, because we can use that one quite frequently. I mean, it's only got a 6-second cooldown on it. Ooh, this is a tough call. This is a really tough call. Do I go First Avenger? Or do I go for Crusader's Judgment? I definitely don't want the Bastion of Light. Which one do we do? First Avenger or Crusader's Judgment? Do I want 2 charges on Judgment as an instant thing? Actually, I think I will. I think we'll go for that one. That's the one that we're going to go for. We're going to go for 2 charges on this one because if you're using... This one is still only a 25% chance for the cooldown, and it's got a 15-second cooldown. I thought it was a 30-second cooldown for a minute. 15-second cooldown. But this one is only a 6-second recharge, and we've now got 2 charges on it. So I think that is actually going to be a better one for us to use. So there's that bit taken care of. We've got one more quest to turn in. Where is it? Where do we turn in? I'm confused. Oh, it's over here. Squirto.
What's on your mind?
Home Sweet Gnome. Oh no, that's we don't want to do that one. That was a dungeon quest, wasn't it? I'm sick of sitting in this hole. I hope whatever sorry pencil pusher is holding up Danath's return gets a punch in the jimmies. Friendly bloke, isn't he? Have you had any luck so far? Not bad. Since it's clear you've got your head up straight, head on straight. I was hoping you could help us with a more pressing job. Hey Grundorn, sorry to be so short with you earlier. And no, that ain't a pun. Nice, yeah, short, dwarf, yeah, get it? Okay, I'll move on. I figured out... Ooh, there's my timer going off. I figured out where Trelane's first item ended up. Korgresh has it in Boulder Fist Hall. And by the way, he was throwing down blasts of ice at his kin to keep them in line, so he must be close to figuring out how to use all its powers. Boulder Fist Hall south of here, then east of Thandal Span. Find the ogre and get back at wand. While you're gone, I'll figure out what we're going to do about Stromgarde. Okay, so we got a big ogre that we need to take down because he's a serious problem. We got Captain Niles over here. What has she got? Heroes Call the Hinterlands. Nope, I'm not interested. Not interested in that one or his. Okay, so we can leave those quests. We want to go over to Northold Manor. That's the one that we want. We're not going to go for that one just yet, and we're leaving that one. This over here this Stromgarde is part of that, so we should be able to deal with those two after we've done this. We should get another quest over in this area. So it's Northold Manor that we want to go to next. We'll come up out of here and we're going to cut straight up across there. We're going to run across country for this one. If we can scramble up here. Can we? I really thought... Yes, we can. Okay, we're going to go straight across here. I'm going to ignore all of the local creatures who are desperately trying to tear our throat out and feast upon our gizzard. We'll ignore those completely. And we will continue on towards... Oh, there's Boulder Gore. There's more ogres here. I don't remember this one. I don't remember there being ogres over here. I know there's ogres over that way where we got to go and get the other thingy. But I don't remember them being this way. Now, also up here, there was the dig at Thoradin's wall. Is that on this side or is that over in the other side? If it's on this side, we'll do our first archaeological dig up here in Arathi Highlands, and that will be the final thing that we do in this week's episode, I think. So we're going to come along here, and we've discovered Northold Manor. So let's come down, we'll climb down the bank here, and we're going to start taking out some of these syndicate mercenaries. This should be reasonably straightforward. These are the lowest level in the area. So we want to take out these here. I'm just going to scoop you up like that, and I'm going to taunt you. Oh, Pathstalkers are ranged. That's not very good. So let me just hit you a couple times just to make sure that I've got you definitely here. And then you can go back. Right. Ravenholt and Syndicate rep is starting to increase. Okay. But we need... It's mercenaries that we got to take. I don't think the other ones actually count. But we are going to do a very good job of taking these out with some of these abilities that we got now, and the fact that we are quite a high level. Snuffles! Hello, Snuffles! Ah, rare spawn, so this one should have a green drop for us. That one there, we can remove her, like that. And Snuffles had superior leggings of the monkey. Isn't leggings of the monkey ones that I'm trying to sell at the moment? Or is, actually, no, it's eagle. It's of the eagle, I think, the ones I'm trying to get rid of. And we've had them for a little while. Anyway, the Pathstalker... Oh, they actually count as mercenaries. Excellent. I didn't realise that. We got a few more over here. I'm actually just going to run through these, and it'll gather up the... Actually, it looks like it might just gather up a pair. Oh, no, it's going to get them. It's going to get 3 of them. We do that, and throw that one down, and then do that once more. All 3. That's excellent. That was nice and easy. Very, very simple to do that. Let's jump onto the Witherhide Cliff Stomper here, and there is the Archaeological Dig. I can see it out of the corner of the mini-map. We're going towards it. It's that red area there. That's marking out where it is. So we've discovered the Circle of West Binding. That's actually that bit down there. So all you got to do is you come over to this area and you stand in it, and then you can start doing things. I'm just going to remove that one over there so that he doesn't bother us while we get started on this. Right, archaeology. We put down the survey thing like this, and that tells us which direction we need to go. So we want to head down along here. Now you can can't actually see it on this map, but you can see it up here. You've got this red area here. It's within that area that we want to be. Now, if it's red, it's a long way away, but it's also not very accurate at pointing exactly where it is. So you don't need to go in exactly the direction it's saying. It's just saying it's kind of out this way. So we're going to get to about here, and we're going to do another survey dig now. Now, yellow is closer. It's still a little distance away, but it's a little more accurate as well. So you can go in roughly the direction that the yellow one is pointing, and we'll move to... Okay, we were really, really lucky there. I was literally about to stop because I wanted to show, I'll actually do that from here. So if you look here, there, it then goes green and flashes according to how close you are. It's a slow flash if it's further away, and it's a fast flash if you get closer. And then right here, once you get the shovel above your head, the light and the shovel, if you then dig, you'll actually get the item that you're after. And this is a Dwarven Archaeology find. So we get 7 Dwarven Archaeology fragments from that one. And just dig again, and you've got 6 pieces to do in a dig site up here. If you've got Legion and you're doing your digging in Legion, you do actually end up getting some more in Legion than you do anywhere else. I think it's like 8. Is it 8 digs per site? I think it's 8. It might even be more than. It might even be 10, but it's definitely more than just the standard 6. But what we're going to do is we just come over here so that we're inside the red area. If you try and dig outside the red area, it just says you can't use it. So we need to be inside, but we know it's at this end of the red one. Of the area because of where the last one was pointing. So that one is in here, so we just walk straight in here, keep going until we get the light, and then we can dig. So there's our second one, and we get 9 fragments for that one. And sometimes you will get the same thing turn up in the same place, and it's actually really good when it does that. It just makes life a lot easier. So we've got a red marker pointing out this way, so we're going to go back towards where the last marker was, and it's a lot quicker to do this when you've got a faster mount. When we reach level 40 and we can get faster riding speed, it's a lot quicker. And then when you get flying and you super fast flying and stuff like that, it's so much quicker because you can quickly mount up and you can run to the next point. You can sort of fly, and so it's the traveling in between each of the pieces. That's the time-consuming bit for this. Sometimes if the green is like really slow, it's if you're right on the edge of where the green is, it sometimes is not entirely accurate. So you do sort of have to take that into account as well. But there's 3 of them. Now we've got to go back down this way. I don't think we're going to get very lucky with getting any of the digs in the same spot. So finding 2 lots of items in the same spot. It would be very cool if we could, but it doesn't look like we're going to. I'm going to jump down right into the middle in here, and I'm going to put another one. Oh, can't use that. I've gone too far. No, I haven't. I'm in the right place. Oh, I'm just a fraction too far over, I think. We can use it here. There we go. So it's yellow. It's heading over there. It's going to be in that corner somewhere. I reckon it's going to actually be where the last one was. Well, that might be too far away. Let's just try here first. Oh, no, it's not where the last one was. It's up here. There we go. So we've got another one. So there's number 4. We've got 2 more to go, and then we are done. And we'll see if we can actually make our very first archaeology fragment type thingy. Now, that's pointing over this way, so I'm guessing it sort of is up here, but we want to go right over to the very end. If I go to about here, this will give us a good indication. Oh, can't use it. Just gone out just a fraction too far. And now we want to head north. I'm going to go up this way. Just 2 more that we got to get, that's all, and then we're done. Do a dig here. What do we got? Nope, still more to go. Right, I'm going to finish this dig site a minute. Alright, we've got number 5. I'm just about to uncover number 6, I'm hoping, and that will complete the dig site. There we go. So the last one. There it is. Number 6. And there we've got it. So it says you'll get dig site complete for dwarf down there, and then you can pick up the last one very quickly. Grab those. So you do get a nice bit of XP while you're uncovering it. So again, you're not just limited to questing anymore. You can kind of do other things, and it does contribute towards your overall XP levels as you go up through, which is really, really good. So our current artifacts, this is all the different races, and over here as well. So dwarf here, we're 40 of 28, so we can actually make our first one. Wooden Whistle, Dwarf Common, and each one has got a little bit of history to go with it. Dwarves of Iron Forge were originally composed of 3 clans, Bronzebeards, Wildhammers, and the Dark Highlands. As a result, the Civil War, the Bronzebeards were left in control of the city of Iron Forge, while the Wildhammers eventually retreated to the Hinterlands and the Twilight Highlands. The Dark Iron Dwarfs came to dwell between the Red Ridge Mountains in the Burning Steppes in the shadow of the Black Rock Mountains. So that's telling us about the dwarves themselves. If you solve this one, like that, that gives us increase in our skill. We get quite a big of a jump up. So we got another common one here, and that's 12 of 32. So we need to get some more fragments to be able to complete that one. If we then go to our completed artifacts, we've got the wooden whistle, and then it gives you a little description. So this one is a small wooden whistle carved from oak. It might have been used to summon a pet or mount, possibly used as a child's toy. It appears to have been chewed on by an animal or young dwarf. Number of times completed, once. Now, you can gain quite a lot of them. There's a lot of different things that you can get with this one. If you go to the current artifacts, these are all races that we haven't yet uncovered. There are some mounts that you can get. There's one through, I can't remember what they're called now. Those dudes there. And fossils as well. There's also a mount there. I haven't actually got it even on Frith. I do have some stuff on Frith. There is a pet in here. If we go to pet journal, it's actually the fossilized hatchling. That one right there. That is from archaeology. So it is possible to find a few different things through the archaeology that you can use in game, and there's also some epic items and things like that, and you get legendaries as well. If you get a rare find, you can get some very cool things. So it is quite nice, and it's a nice flavor to the game. We're just going to take this one. We're going to hearth back to Refuge Point. We're going to turn in the Northfold Manor quest, and then that is going to be it. I've probably gone a little bit over what I should have done today. I'm sure we'll be okay. We'll cope with that. So Captain Niles has got a quest for us here. Very good, Grundorn. The last thing we need with the undead looming is a gang of common thieves distracting us. The Syndicate in Stromgarde do battle with our contingent of militia there. In order to urge the rabble to fight our more disciplined troops, the Syndicate leaders have placed a bounty on our soldiers, awarding gold for each Stromgarde badge gathered off killed militiamen. We want those badges retrieved. We cannot allow the cutthroats to take trophies from our brave fallen. Enter the Syndicate-controlled area of Stromgarde and hunt them for our badges.
Be careful.
I accept. Right, so we've got another quest now to do over here, and once we've done this one down here, we've got Trelane's Wand of Invocation back. There'll be yet another quest that we get to do here in Stromgarde, and you can kind of do all of those together. So that's kind of the plan. We're going to do that one. Then we're going to head down here, and we're going to do the Shakes O'Brien quest. There's a few quests down there that we'll do sort of in a group. I think we may even then do the Stone Shards, and we'll leave the Stromgarde bit until the very last thing. That's going to be the final sort of bit, and most of it then completes over there in Stromgarde. But for now, I want to get onto a Griffin and head back to Stormwind so that I am ready for next week. If you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give me a like, and if you really enjoyed it, please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time... Ooh, hang on. Dusk, well, I want to go there, don't I? Because I'm going to try and get another Holy Protection Potion recipe, if I can, on the way over. But yes, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.